Hello, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. Today we're doing a reading for November. This is for when you find this reading. There's a message there for you, okay? This is for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign. I would just ask you to leave me a thumbs up right from the beginning so you don't forget, and it helps me greatly to grow my channel and to bring more audience to it. And maybe you could consider as well to subscribe if this is something that you are looking for, this type of content, okay? So let's get started and see what comes up for you, Scorpio. So we have Yin here with number 2. We have Chaos and Conflict, number 33. And we have All That We Like. Okay. So we could have some situation here that your intuition is telling you that's not for you. Okay, there's some clear signs here because we start with the energy here, and that is talking about your energy. Okay, we're talking about your intuition. That part of you is actually giving you a lot of energy, as in it's giving you like red light, red flags. Okay, there's something like that coming up here for you. Okay, but let's see more. We start here with this number 2, which is beautiful, right? It's connecting with your divine feminine, your sacred feminine, your intuition, you're just knowing. You can see through the veil, okay? Because, once you open the veil, there's no other way. So there's something here that started to cause a lot of chaos and conflict in your life. Okay, number 33. This feels like something recently started like that. Maybe you already seeing something in the past, but now it's more clear, okay? And you see here all that glitter. So that just means it's kind of telling you this is not for you, okay? And I've been telling you it's not for you. I've been telling you it's not for you. I have been telling you. You're not listening. So you're going to have to go through this, okay? So I do see some of you could be having some sort of signs, intuition, guidance, that kind of don't go that way. And then you get there and you're stuck in traffic because there was a roadworks or something, right? Um, some incident there on the road or something like that. We could be talking about you going somewhere and they're saying, don't eat that food, and then you could have food poisoning because it wasn't good. So you're not listening to yourself in some way, shape, or form. Not life threatening. I don't see this being life threatening here, but I see more in terms of you, being tested to are you listening to us? Are you listening to me? What are you doing here? Okay, pay attention because we're trying to connect with you. So I have here your guys trying to connect with you. Mm-hmm. Sage. So, Sage, be devoted and committed. Okay, so being committed with yourself, being committed to who you are, being committed to all the beautiful things that want to come to you. Okay, we're talking about the intuition, and this one comes the Sage, be devoted and committed. You could actually be having someone older than you trying to give you some advice, but this is someone that you trust. This is not something that should show up, or some maybe, some family member or parent that you're like, I don't like what you do in your life. Why would I listen to you? Okay. So we could have that type of information. So it's not that person. It's not that person. And also could be something like a clue for you here because he has a peacock feather. He's writing with a peacock feather here. Okay. On this leaf. So that could be a hint for some of you. We also have the Hermit, retreat and recharge. You have a lot of very deep spiritual. These are deep spiritual energies for you. I'm going to try to see if, yes, another one wants to come out. Drum, dream and journey. This is all talking about you, yourself, your journey, maybe shamanic healing isn't interesting for some of you. Maybe this is just about you connecting with your dreams, working with your dreams. You could actually have some guidance, a mentor, a spiritual mentor, or something here that is helping you, okay? Because here you have this hermit with retreat and recharge. So I do have some people, and all of them are in nature, okay? So it's important to go into nature. It's important to focus in nature, spending time there. Whatever is possible for you, it's coming up very, very strong. That this can be very helpful for you, okay? to tap more into your intuition, to connect with yourself, to understand, and to also learn to listen to you. Okay, because a lot of times we have people asking, how do I know his intuition is not ego? You just connect with yourself, okay? Because this energy is subtle. This is an energy that it's loving. This is energy that doesn't cause, stress, doesn't cause adrenaline, it doesn't cause anything like that. It's just calm, right? It's an absolutely calm energy for you here. But let's see what else here, okay, with the tarot. You're going to be taking 5 cards here. You're going to be checking the recent past, the present, what you don't see coming, what is the advice from spirit, and finally the outcome. Okay, so for the recent past, for Scorpio, we have 2 cards, the Lovers and the Page of Wands. For the present, Ace of Swords. There's the truth coming out. But what you don't see coming, the Magician would actually be a manipulator here, but we'll see. For the advice, Knight of Wands, and for the outcome, Strength. Okay, this is beautiful. I like. Okay, I like. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So you being very, very strong here. Okay, or we could actually have someone very strong defending you in some way, shape, or form. So this sage could actually be helping you to defend yourself about something. Okay, but let's start from the beginning. We have here the Lovers and the Page of Wands. Okay, so this Lovers and Page of Wands here in the recent past could be talking about a certain situation in the past. Okay, we could be talking about someone, a third party that intervened in some sort of relationship and this relationship ended, or we could be talking about the universe brought someone so that you could see potentially that a relationship wasn't 100% true. Because remember, we're talking about the chaos and conflict, all that glitters, and I've been talking over and over again about intuition, 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 intuition. But we could also be talking about the universe put someone in front of you and you didn't see it. The right person was there and you didn't see it. So, how can we do that? Let's go around, right? And try to understand. Okay, now, this is in the recent past, okay? Because I look at this Page of Wands, I kind of feel that some of you had a connection with someone. It doesn't mean that you had a committed relationship, but maybe you were connecting with someone, we were talking with someone, and someone else just came in the middle. Because look at him, right? He's screaming that like, "Hey, this way! I'm the good one," and it could have destroyed something. So it's not that this person came to destroy, this person came to remove the mask. Okay? Now, when it comes to the present, we do have here the Ace of Swords, the truth coming out. You seeing things the way they are, seeing them from a higher perspective. So this is you stepping out of the box, stepping out of the situation and say, okay, let me look from outside, no strings attached, no emotions, no nothing. Let me just observe and see what happened there, okay? What were the pros? What were the consequences? What happened here? Okay, and I actually see you coming into a situation where you understand better what happened. It was not your fault, it was not someone else's fault, it was just not meant to be. I have here something, I'm connecting with people that something was has ended, that it wasn't meant to be. Yes, it could be a relationship, a romantic one, it could be a friendship, it could be a connection with a sibling or with a family member, way, shape, or form. It could even be, with a parent as well. Okay, with a coworker, with a boss. It could be in your job. It could be the house where you live. It could be the place where you are. All of that. Maybe you didn't feel it was good or safe enough for you, and something happens. And you're like, no, this is not for me. Okay. Now, what you don't see coming. What you don't see coming here with this magician, we could be talking about someone coming to you that can be very great manipulating stuff, but I feel most importantly, this is you understanding. What you don't see coming is that this is going to help you, your intuition, to shape up and so that you can manipulate the energy around you on your benefit without harming anyone involved. Okay? So, as long as you work for the highest good of all involved, yes, you are doing the right and you are creating good karma for you. Okay? Now, what is the advice here? Go for it. Right? Knight of Swords, just go for it. There's a lot of energy here that it's giving you this energy of yes, you just go, okay? Because if you have this energy, You gotta go, because then if you don't do it at the time that the energy comes, you don't do it at all. I've seen this. I've seen this happening, right? Even in my life, I have a lot of Scorpio. Um, if you don't take the step when the idea comes, you just let it go. Or sometimes it feels like, oh, it's too big. Just take action, okay? You are mastering your skills. Practice, practice, practice. The only way to master a skill is by practice, right? So what is the outcome? Strength. And look at that. The 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 magician and the strength, they both have the infinite symbol at the top of their head. Okay? So they are manifestors. They know exactly what to do. They know that what they focus comes back. What they put outside in the universe comes back. If you put power out there, power comes, right? If you put weakness, weakness comes. If you put fear, fear comes. But if you put love, love comes. Okay? So it's about understanding that. And to understand that, you might need to retreat. You might need to understand and be devoted and committed. And when we're talking about devoted and committed, I'm not talking about any sort of religion or anything, but you could be committed to some sort of spiritual practice, whether this is meditation, whether this is yoga, whether this is connecting with the elements, right? Going into nature, whether this is through drum, shamanic healing, through dreams, all of that, okay? But there's something here that by you connecting with that, being disciplined and committed and all of that, that's where you start opening up your channels and understanding more. Because again, I'm going to insist on the beginning, this is all about you learning to listen to yourself, not from a place of physical evidence, scientifically based, but from a place of spiritually connected. Okay? And that is the beauty of all of this, okay? It's that connection that you have and that connection that you open up. We are going through a Mercury retrograde right now. So some situations in your life might feel like they're taking your sweet little time to resolve. So it's the perfect time for you to retreat. It's the perfect time for you to connect with yourself. It's the perfect time to practice your patience. It's the perfect time to practice your manipulating the energy towards what you want without harming any, and to work on your mindset. Okay, work on your mindset. What do you want to see happening in your life? Can you feel it right now? Can you be calm and just embrace that energy? Because that's what this is talking about. Okay, it's embracing that energy, letting go of the past, no blaming other or self, but to just understand, right? Remember this Ace of Swords, stepping out like the eagle and look at things from a high perspective and just understand. This makes sense now, okay? Normally things don't make sense right at the time that it happens, but just trust that it's going to make sense. Rest, retreat, do your journey, right? Do the work, be committed to understand and to connect and keep moving forward on your journey, and you will see things crystal clear, okay? So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, have a lovely day. Take care.